Every single event in your life is created by your own mind. Now ask yourself the real question: who is controlling your mind? Is your mind controlling you, or are you in control of your mind? Are you the master of your mind, or is your mind your master? Here's the simple truth: most people have become puppets in the hands of their mind. Whatever the mind says, they follow. Whatever direction the mind pulls them, they obey like strings on a puppet. That's why for the next 21 days, we're doing this powerful journey. Command Your Mind will learn how to take back ownership of our mind. Until you become the true master of your mind, your life will be filled with 99% suffering and maybe 1% of short-lived satisfaction, a bit of health, or small amounts of wealth. That's why Buddha said, "Wherever you look, there is suffering." But he didn't stop there. He understood why: because people are controlled by their own minds. He figured it out, and that's why he dedicated 6 years to meditation, 6 years to find the method to conquer the mind. That's what we're doing here now. So what was your assignment from yesterday? Meditate for 3 hours a day. Minimum 1 hour in the morning, half an hour in the evening, another half hour during the day, and in between, even 10 or 5 minutes whenever possible. Why? Because the more time you give to meditation, the more your mind slowly surrenders its control over you. Meditation is how you break the influence of the mind. The second step is reprogramming. Today, let's define that clearly. Reprogramming means completely disconnecting from the past. If you don't disconnect from the past, you'll keep recreating it over and over again. If someone has experienced pain, they'll recreate that same pain again and again, sometimes 1,000 times. Why? Because the pain got printed deep into their subconscious mind. Let's say someone insulted you. You were hurt, you got angry, and in that moment, you lost awareness. That's the first key point. When you lose awareness, whatever you experience goes straight past the conscious mind and gets printed into your subconscious. The moment you are not present, when you're disconnected from your full awareness, whatever pain, insult, failure, or emotional wound you're feeling gets stored deep in your subconscious. And it doesn't go away, it piles up. Layer by layer, from childhood to now, everything you've experienced is still sitting there. It creates the lens you see life through. That's why you feel like the same situations keep repeating. You think, but I already went to therapy. Why did I go into debt again? I'm earning well. Why am I still miserable? I was doing fine last week. Why do I feel like this again? The answer is, your subconscious is full of unprocessed emotional residue. Think of it like a still pond. If you stir the water and there's dirt at the bottom, it rises and clouds everything. If the water were truly clean, you could stir it all day and nothing bad would surface. But if your subconscious is filled with emotional dirt, then even a small trigger brings it all back. Sometimes people say, "Why do I get so angry at certain people? Why can't I forgive?" It's not your fault, it's just how the subconscious works. Every time you think of that person, your body reacts, anger rises again. Forgiveness becomes impossible. That's why enlightened masters say, forget it. But forgetting doesn't mean ignoring. It means removing the energetic imprint of the past from your system. You want a new life. You want to grow, evolve, feel free. Then you must realize it's your past that keeps pulling you backward. Like chains wrapped around your legs, your past must melt. Masters say, when the past becomes understood, it becomes dissolved. What does that mean? It means you must understand why everything happened, why you were hurt, why someone betrayed you, why you failed. The answer is simple: karma. There's a cosmic law in place. Nothing happens to you. Everything happens through you. It might show up as a spouse, a friend, a rival, or a crisis, but the core reason is your own karma. Once you understand that, letting go becomes easy. Some people say, "I can't let go. I want revenge." They stay stuck in old memories like a bag full of pain tied around their waist. They keep saying, "I'm not making any progress. I've been doing affirmations. I've been practicing gratitude, but I'm still not seeing results." Why? Because your subconscious is still loaded with old pain, trauma, fear, and failure. And you're trying to sprinkle a few nice thoughts on top, like adding sugar to a salty ocean. It doesn't work. You might affirm, "Thank you for the millions I've received. Thank you for perfect health." But if your subconscious is filled with memories of debt, sickness, betrayal, and fear, it blocks the new programming. You're not bad, you're just unaware. Your subconscious mind has been programmed by the people and situations in your life, your family, society, teachers, media. Friends, they've all planted beliefs in you. Some were helpful, but most were filled with limitations. You can't do that. Business is not for people like us. Money is hard. Don't trust people. Success isn't realistic. And it all got stored. That's why even today, many people are stuck not because of now, but because of what was printed then. You're all listening to this YouTube channel to grow, to find happiness. But if you keep dwelling on and digging through your past, you won't be able to reprogram your life. Every time you talk to people who remind you of your past, who say you were treated unfairly, you didn't deserve that pain, that wasn't your fault. Even though it seems like comfort, you're actually strengthening the past. You're reactivating the pain. Stop talking about it. Don't relive it. Don't let others remind you of it. End the story loop. Osho once wrote that if you truly want to restart your life as fresh as a child, you can. You can create whatever you want. You can grow as much as you're willing to. But there's one condition: your past can't hold you back. You might say, "I almost won the race, but in the end I failed." Or, "I was so close to my destination, but at the last second I lost the chance." And then you ask, why is this happening to me? Why does it always happen to me? Why isn't anything changing? The truth is, it's because you haven't disconnected from your past. You're still stuck there. So now you're probably asking, what should I do? The first step is this: stop talking about your past failures and stop listening to other people's failure stories too. Even if you're just pretending to listen to be polite or trying to show sympathy, you're still digging into that same energy. And the more you dig into the past, the more power it gains. The past starts to take root again, and before you know it, you're repeating the same patterns and getting the same results. See what we're doing? We keep creating the same suffering again and again. The first time, maybe it happened without awareness. We didn't know there were thorns there. We didn't know that pit was waiting. But if you fall into it a second time, even after knowing, that's not destiny. That's a lack of intelligence. Everything that's happening in your life is all your mind's doing. But hear this clearly: the mind is not your enemy. The only problem is the mind has become the boss and you are not in control. That's the issue. The mind isn't your enemy. It's the one that brings you wealth. It's the one that gives you health. It's the one that can bring whatever you desire into your hands. The mind is an incredible tool, a powerful instrument. It can deliver exactly what you ask for, but we don't know how to use it. And worse, we've filled it with garbage. We've stuffed it with painful memories, negative words, and past impressions. And then day after day, we go next door and keep listening to this and that. Maybe not even about you, but about someone else or something that happened on your street or in your neighborhood. Even that, it finds a link to your own past. And without realizing it, you dig up your own pain again. So remember this: today's assignment. Are you still digging up your past? If yes, stop immediately and bring yourself into awareness. Write it down, take a notebook, ground the realization. From today onward, everyone should have a notebook. Each day you'll get one assignment, and that's your practice. This isn't just a class, this is real work. If you actually do these assignments in a few months, you'll start seeing serious results. Step by step, slowly but surely, you'll understand how to move forward, where to go, what to release. So today's assignment is simple. You, or the people around you, must not bring up the past anymore. Don't talk about what happened yesterday. Don't bring it up again, no matter how small or big it was. Reprogramming the mind means putting in new data. And for that, you have to first clear out the old junk. Think about it like your house. You want new furniture. Then first, remove the old, broken furniture. Don't say, should I keep the old one or bring the new one? That question itself is wrong. Your mind is the same way. What's in there right now, most of it is outdated, useless, and holding you back. Understand this deeply. Become aware in every moment. Now make a decision today. I will not speak about my past. I will not engage in conversations about my past. I will not think about my past. Write these as clear statements. Stick them on your wall. Post them where you can see them daily. Just thinking them once won't rewire your mind. There's no magic switch. You must write them, read them, program them. Go back to this video if needed. Watch it again. Pause. Write down every point I give. Repeat this one line like a mantra. From today, I will not speak about my past. Not about the pain, not about the unfairness, not about what someone did to you. If you expected something from someone and they didn't deliver, and you felt pain, don't revisit it. Don't revive it. Don't even recall it. Why? Because your true reward lies in the present moment, not in the past. This entire universe operates in the present moment. Everything is alive and unfolding now. There are so many gifts already prepared for you, but what are you doing? You keep placing blame on God. God didn't give me what I wanted. This is my bad luck. Maybe it's just fate. This is how my life is meant to be. But really, what are you doing? You're just repeating yesterday's story again and again. You're living in the past and expecting something new to happen. Let's make a decision today. This is not a small thing, it's a huge lesson, one of the biggest lessons of your life, and it won't be easy. You'll need to work through it consistently, mindfully. So start with this. Take a piece of white paper. Write down this commitment with a bold pen. Post it on your wall, not just one, post it in 2 or 3 places. Do you truly want a new life path? Do you want to invite new experiences into your world? Or do you want to keep repeating the same past again and again? The choice is yours. Some people say, but sir, I was wronged. How can I just let that go? I need to fight back. I need revenge. Fine, fight. But just know you'll remain stuck exactly where you are. That's how so many people stay trapped in the past. They think, I need to fix what happened. I need to prove I was right. But that's the ego talking. It's the ego that asks, why did that person insult me? Why did they betray me? Why did they hurt me? And the answer, it all happened according to the law of karma. Let it go. It's done. Still wondering, but who's going to teach them a lesson? Some clever people always ask that. The answer is that's not your job. Your own life isn't balanced yet. You still don't have full awareness. Then how can you teach anyone else? It's not your responsibility. Karma will take care of it. Karmic law is always watching. The dynamics of the universe are always in motion. If you truly don't want to relive that same pain again, then let go of the past. Let things unfold naturally. In the book, Ramtha, there's a powerful line. Don't analyze the past. Just wrap it up neatly and throw it away. Because today, whatever sorrow you're experiencing, whatever pain you're carrying, it's all coming from your past. But there's one more angle, a positive one. If today you've become more aware, if today you're sitting in meditation, doing spiritual practice, then even that is because of your past. That pain you went through, those hardships, those dark days, they brought you here. They pushed you forward. So now give a bow of gratitude to the past and gently let it go. Let's bow to every person in our lives, every single one. Why? There's a powerful teaching in the Atisha's Wisdom Sutras shared by Osho Rajneesh. A great Tibetan master once said, "Be grateful to everyone." Why? Because nobody ever truly wrongs anyone. Even your enemies, even those who hurt you, they're actually helping you awaken the Buddha within you. Some people awaken your inner strength by yelling at you. Some awaken it by cheating you. Some awaken it by taking away everything you depended on. And others, your friends, your teachers, they support your journey directly. So take a vow today. I will be grateful to everyone. Because the moment you truly understand this, you'll realize every single event in your life moved you forward. Every challenge helped you grow. Every loss brought a new experience. Every betrayal made your awareness stronger, and your inner Buddha slowly began to rise. When that realization hits you deeply, your past will start to melt away just like that. It dissolves, it vanishes. But as long as that understanding is missing, your past will keep repeating itself again and again and again. Because here's the truth, whatever you print into your mind becomes the reality you live in. Whatever seed you plant, that's what sprouts. So ask yourself, what's sitting in your mind right now? If it's the past, then what's in that past? Pain, suffering, failures, insults, tears, betrayal, illness, loss. If that's what's stored in your mind, that's what's going to grow in your life again. But here's the good news, you always have a choice right now in the present. You can choose to release it. You can choose to melt your past, and that's where meditation comes in. Meditation is step one in reprogramming your mind. You want to install something new. Then first, you must uninstall what was already programmed. And what was programmed, your entire environment did it, and most of it was wrong. Not intentionally, just unknowingly, because they didn't know better. Your parents may have told you you're not capable. Pain will always be part of life. Never trust anyone. Money is dangerous. Business isn't for people like us. All those ideas, they got recorded in your mind. That's the program you've been living by. Even now, look around. You're still hearing the same messages from people every day. Here's another truth. Even when you keep listening to other people's problems, you're reprogramming your own mind. You might think, I'm just comforting them, or I'm just passing time on the phone. But what's actually happening? You're spending hours listening to their pain, their stories, their trauma over and over. They repeat the same story, from the first incident to the last detail, not once, but twice, then again next week, then again the month after. And you're giving their past your energy. Your attention is like water. You're watering their emotional weeds. And what you water grows. So what happens? Your own past gets stronger. The negative memories you thought were fading start growing back even deeper. And sooner than you think, your past comes right back into your life. All of it, again. See how simple creation is. It's not mysterious. It's mechanical. It's cause and effect. We don't realize it, but even the smallest things we do daily are shaping our entire life. If we just start changing these tiny habits, our whole life begins to transform. That's how this science works. But sadly, we've all been trained the wrong way. So here's today's core assignment: melt the past. Just like yesterday, you must meditate for at least 3 hours a day. What happens if I do that, sir? Here's what: your past begins to dissolve. But be mindful, as you remove the old trash from your mind, don't bring in new trash. That's the mistake most people make. Let's say today, your mind is already at 100 units of emotional garbage. Then you go next door, listen to someone's negativity, and bring in another 50 units. Then you call up a friend who's far away. They share their pain, you pick up another 50 units. Then you watch some dark, disturbing news or crime shows, read toxic headlines, sad stories. That's another 50 units added. Every day you're filling up your inner space like a municipal trash bin. And what happens when it overflows? You start to feel weak and drained, burnt out and sick, emotionally, mentally, even physically. And you start to wonder, is this what life really is? But this is not how life is supposed to be. The science of the mind says, at any moment, you can turn your life in a new direction, but only if you're ready to learn the science behind it. So let's come back to step one. No matter what's going on, no matter how busy or distracted you feel every single day, meditate for 3 hours. Because meditation is your weapon. It's your cleansing tool. It's like your own inner wish-granting machine. It gives you what you need. As long as you know how to use it. You don't need an astrologer to fix your life. You don't need a Vastu expert. You don't need someone doing rituals for you. So many people follow perfect timing, perfect rituals, perfect muhurthams, circling around temples, lighting candles at exact hours, doing every religious practice they've been told, but still they suffer. Why? Because the real problem isn't outside, it's in the mind. If you're carrying sorrow inside you, you created it. If you're surrounded by wealth, you created that too. In both cases, you are the cause. So here's how we conclude this session. Break up with your past completely. Make a decision today. I will not dwell on the past. I will not listen to other people's emotional garbage. If you feel pain, don't run to your neighbor or friend. Why? Because when you do, they'll just pour more emotional trash into your mind. And guess what? You've already got enough of your own. Stop this habit. Instead, sit down. Close your eyes, focus on your breath, listen to the words of wise teachers, read conscious books. There are 5 pillars of inner transformation: meditation, self-study, company of elevated people, presence of enlightened teachers teaching the science of meditation and spiritual truth. Whoever brings these 5 into their life will rise. No doubt. In this very lifetime, you can become a yogi. And finally, always remember this truth. We are all gods. You carry divine power within you. Don't live like a beggar. We walk around carrying the power of God inside us, and yet we cry. Why? Because there are things we don't understand yet. That's it. Simple concept. Great masters have told us this many times. Patraji said it clearly, Shankaracharya taught it, Ashtavakra revealed it, it's in the Bhagavad Gita, it's in the Vedas, every enlightened yogi has said it still. We get distracted, we look for shortcuts. Is there a shortcut? No. Let this be clear, there is no shortcut. You must meditate, you must dissolve your past. No one else can do it for you. Write this down if you need to. If you don't start today, a year from now, you'll be facing the same problem, or maybe something even worse. Start today, not tomorrow, today. In the ancient texts, there's a beautiful quote: only you can lift yourself up. No one else can. So if you want to dissolve the past, you have to stop creating new past again. How? 3 hours of meditation, every day, without fail. Do it for 4 to 5 months straight, no breaks. And I promise change will come. It has to. But here's what most people do. They sit down to meditate for 10 minutes and then complain. It's not working, sir. I can't meditate. Of course it doesn't work right away. Your mind is filled with years of past baggage. So the moment you close your eyes, everything floods back. The past shows up. Regrets come up. Fears resurface. And then what do people do? They open their eyes and say, it's not working. They quit, but here's the truth: sit again, sit again. Sit again, eventually it will work, it will settle. Many people say, I want everything. I want millions. I want all my family problems to vanish. I want an extraordinary life. But when it comes to action, they can't even sit for 3 hours. Why? I don't have time, I can't sit still. But let me ask you this: if your leg was injured badly and you were in pain, you'd go to the hospital. You'd let the doctor operate. You'd bear the pain because healing matters. But when it comes to your inner healing, you say, I can't handle this discomfort. What happens if you avoid that pain? Eventually, the entire leg may need to be amputated. So sit. Even if it's hard, sit. Even if your thoughts race, sit. Whether you feel peaceful or not, just sit. Let nature begin to do its work on you.